it's Maciej Michna from Nordic. We are here at Embedded World Exhibition 2025. We are showcasing here cellular demo, cellular connectivity demo. We are using our Thingy 91X. This is the platform for prototyping. This platform is running on NRF 9151 module, which we are using for NB-IoT and Cat-M1 connectivity. But here today, we are also showing possibility to communicate with the geostationary satellites from Skylo and Mariota. They provide the geostationary satellites, and we are showcasing the possibility of using NRF 9151 with transfer of the data through satellites.
My name is Joe Thompson. I'm the Vice President responsible for our digital signal controller products. And I'm here today to talk about the introduction of a new microcontroller family called the PIC32A. So traditionally, Microchip has been very strong in embedded control. So situations where you want to have hardware interaction with the real world with some kind of computation. We started out with 8-bit microcontrollers 30 years ago. About 20 years ago, we created a 16-bit microcontroller version of those called the PIC24. And then this year, we're announcing the PIC32A, which is a 32-bit microcontroller based on the original PIC core. So Microchip has had 32-bit microcontrollers for the last 15 years, but they were based on third-party processing units, either MIPS or ARM. This is the first one where the processor is from Microchip itself.
My name is Yiding Lu. I'm the product manager of the MSP M0 microcontroller business from Texas Instruments. And today I'm here to talk about the world's smallest microcontroller. This is part of our MSP M0 microcontroller portfolio. And this is the new M0 devices that we're releasing to the market, really with three main benefits to our customers. Number one, being the really low cost microcontroller offered to our customer, all the way from automotive, industrial, and personal electronic products. And number two, really large scale portfolio from 8-pin AKB of memory spaces, all the way to large memory, high pin count spaces, including different peripherals. Everything's pin-to-pin compatible with exactly the same software platform. So for your engineers, doesn't matter if it's a software engineer or hardware engineer, you will be able to use one devices across the many different family within the MSP M0 portfolio. This smallest microcontroller, it's actually smaller than the resistor. We like to call a resistor with brain, right? It's the size of the resistor, but with the functions and processing power that's integrating as a microcontroller. So as you can see here, we have a lot of space on the board for engineers to put their components. This is not even as big as the 0603 resistor. So again, the motivation behind this is give our designers a tool that they can integrate different functions without increase the board size. It's particularly important for applications like the medical wearables, personal electronics, and some of the factory sensors.
My name is Jan Schulz. I'm the sales director DACH of Rochester Electronics. We are distributor and manufacturer, distributor for active and obsolete parts, a manufacturer for obsolete devices, so we buy the licenses, we manufacture the parts which are officially EOL from suppliers, and we manufacture them in the future. So the big advantage of Rochester, with our huge distribution network, we can support, let's say, like shortages with our stock profile, and with regards to our manufacturing solutions, we can make, let's say, like obsolete devices still available, and therefore support our customers in the mid and long term.
I am Alberto. I am part of the NXP team working with the AI/ML enablement. And what we are going to show you here is our new Gen AI multimodal demo running completely at the edge. So this is running right now on the i.MX 95 Freedom board. And inside of this case, we have connected a discrete NPU, which is the ATA2. This NPU has 16 gigabytes of DDR memory dedicated for these models. So what you are going to see is running locally there is no connection to the cloud. Everything is private, it's secure, it's low power consumption, and it's low latency. So now with this kind of system, we can run Gen AI at the edge, and we are going to show you an example of analyzing an image and then describe what's happening with natural language. So I'm going to do that using a model called Lava. And this model internally has a vision encoder that will extract the features from the image, and it's being connected to the LLM, and that's been going to be sent together with an input prompt, so we can then describe what we want to know. So I'm going to take a picture of the surroundings, and I'm going to then ask it to describe the image. So let me do that, describe the people. And what's happening is that it's extracting the features from the image. That's going to be then appended to this input text prompt, which says to describe the people. And first time, it's going to take around 7 seconds to generate the first token. So now we can think of applications, right? We can have a camera in a surveillance system and ask to explain what's happening there. We can think of, compliances, security concerns. We can then describe what's happening and make sure that everything is being followed correctly. So we can issue reports at the end of the day with this kind of systems and make sure that everything was right. And here we are doing the same. We are showing a video where there's an accident. And this is a very common scenario in the industry, right? We want to be sure that everything is being, it's secure. So we are going to sample this video, and we are going to take the frames, and we are going to feed that to the LLM. Again, everything running locally. And we are showing the previous summary that was generated, but we can see that the LLM can describe that there was an incident, there is debris and materials scattered throughout the area. So now we can take an action upon of this, right? We can create an agent on top of the system that will be able to take an action, and then, maybe you want to trigger something to be able to take care of what happened. So many solutions are now available with this kind of systems. It's very private, so we think this is going to change the way we create solutions with this kind of systems.
My name is Charlie Ice, and I'm excited to show you about our autonomous home demo and autonomous energy solutions from NXT. And this demo really showcases the abilities that come from Matter, and Matter is able to connect smart home devices together so they can all work together as a single system. So in this example, we have the entire smart home connected together through solutions from Geo called C0. And so the smart plug connects to a hairdryer, the EV charger, the meter, and HVAC, even the solar panels that are generating power on the roof. And so it can coordinate all the energy consumption in the house. So let's say there was some kind of an extreme weather event where the solar panels would have very little power or the grid would have very little power. The system could intelligently turn off the HVAC and maybe postpone the vehicle charging until later to minimize energy consumption until the weather event is over. And once the weather event is over, and the solar panels have more power and the grid has more capacity, then the system would turn back on more parts of the home. So like turn back on the HVAC, turn on the hairdryer or the clothes dryer, and then fully charge the EV. So by harnessing the capability of Matter to connect all the smart home devices together, we're able to have the home autonomously use energy in an intelligent way and overall minimize the energy consumption of the house to match what's happening with the external environment like the grid or the solar panels.
Hi, my name is Sean Murphy, and I work at MIPS as a product marketing engineer. We're here at Embedded World at our booth, where we are launching our new physical AI platform. And when we look at physical AI, we have divided that problem into sense, think, and act. So sense, where you're aggregating a lot of sensor data. Think, where you're actually doing some sort of multimodal AI model in order to make a decision based on that data. And act, where you're actually touching the real world and moving things like motors in order to actually move with the real world. So I'll focus a little bit on the act side. So where we've launched a new product on the act side is our M8500 microcontroller product. So M8500 is a 32-bit microcontroller that focuses on real-time control and solves lots of problems around real-time control, including motor control, like in robotics, as well as digital power and battery management. And it was engineered around making the lowest possible latency for real-time control loops. And what we'll show is actually a motor control demo that is actually running on our M8500 simulator and actually simulating the whole closed loop motor control.
My name is Johannes Brücker. I'm a business development manager at Renesas, and I'm responsible for microprocessors, MPU. Here we have one example of our typical AI application. We are using here YOLO VXNet to make this object detection. Detection means finding objects in a picture. Here persons are detected, and we have a second neural network here. It's HRNet to make this pose estimation. And this is a combination of two typical neural networks for this application. Pose estimation can be used, for example, for spot analysis, for fall detection for elderly people and so on, for security checks. This is just a nice example of applications which can be made with this device.
Hello everyone, I'm Maria from Renesas, and I'm happy to present GRINN and 4GFPGA product lines. So GRINN is a technology that allows you to integrate analog and digital blocks into a single package, which is very low power, low size. Thus, it allows to save a lot of PCB space, and this is a quite sustainable technology as this is very power efficient. So here we have many demos that present the capabilities of GRINN. For example, you have here a tracker that allows to track maximum light intensity point. Or you have demos with some newer parts like our analog pack 47011 for voltage measurement or some gain and offset control. So GRINN is a very versatile technology. It allows to create custom design. We also have a 4GFPGA product line. Here was the first part released last year, 1000 LUT FPGA, low density and low power and cost-efficient solution.
I'm Roberto Tremba from GRINN Company, and we are here at Embedded World like every year to present our design services. So as an expert in IoT, we are changing ideas of our customers into ready-made products, but we are also here to showcase our latest products. So world's smallest system on modules based on MediaTek Genio 700 processor and Astra SL1680 processors. On this particular processor, we are presenting a live demo with trained AI model. We are using RGB camera to showcase how we can use normal camera to detect the depth from the image. I'm on the Synaptics booth, and we are presenting here one of our demo. Our latest module based on SL1680 processor, which is AI-based processor. So here we are showcasing smart camera reference design with software stack from our partner from Canada, Arcturus.
Hi, my name is David Steele from Arcturus. Here in the Synaptics booth demonstrating our smart camera software platform on the GRINN Smart SOM hardware using the SL1680 from Synaptics. With this demo, what we're illustrating is how you can use the smart camera for a public safety or security application. We're analyzing the live video, and we're looking at 4 different analytics: loitering, boundary crossing, occupancy, and motionless. When one of those events is triggered, we can just click on it, and that will take us to a playback mode, and then we can play back that specific event from the timeline.
Joe O'Hare with Everspin Technologies. Magneto-resistive RAM, MRAM, which is persistent memory, which has the benefits of non-volatility, but never wears out. And that's what's really unique about our product as compared to other forms of non-volatile memory like flash and others that you may be familiar with. And the benefit of this very fast write and no wear out condition is that customers can now have a simple memory to use in their systems, which basically will do a lot of data recording without worry about wearing out the memory over the life of the product. And here at Embedded World, there's a very good base of industrial customers, which is why we come here, because that's really the biggest marketplace that we serve, is the industrial market.